One thing that is different in Affinity Publisher as opposed to Page Plus is colouring in the background of a text frame. So say we have a photo here of a nurse and we want to give this photo a caption, we would use the text frame tool. Okay, so I'm going to click on Frame Text Tool and I'm going to draw it up here and I will type the caption, "This is a photo of a nurse." Okay. So we want this text frame to appear over the photo. So I'll use the front to back tools up here to move that to the front. Okay, and if I zoom in, you can see that the text is now on top of the photo as a caption. Now, what we will want to do here to make this caption stand out is we'll want to give this text frame a white background and probably a black border around the edge, or a black stroke. Okay, so this is different to in Page Plus. What you don't do is you don't use the swatches tab on the right hand side, because the colours being talked about here in the swatches tab are the colours of the text in this frame, not the colours of the frame itself. So if I was to change the colour here to blue as an example, you'll see it's the colour of the text that is changing, not the frame. And if I go to the ring donut here for the stroke colour, and if I change that to orange, you'll see that it's the border of the text itself that is changing colour, not the border of the text frame. Okay. So to change the colour of the frame itself, what you'll need to do is you'll need to use the separate text frame tab in the studio bar. So again, if you don't have the text frame showing in your studio bar, if you go to View at the top and then Studio halfway down and just tick text frame will appear in your studio tab. So to change the colour of the text frame, within the text frame, you'll see you've got your fill and stroke options here. They're currently white with a red line, which means transparent. So if I click on fill and change that to white, and if I change stroke and click on black there, you'll see what we now have is a text frame with a white background and a black stroke around the edge that helps the caption stand out. Now obviously, having done that, the text is pushed right up against the left-hand side and the top of the text frame, which obviously does not look very neat. To tidy this up, there's a simple tool you can use. If I select this text frame again, going back to the text frame tab here, you'll see we've got an insets option, and this is giving us 4 boxes, each one asking us how far away from the edge of the text frame we want the text itself to be. And if we have this linking icon selected here at the end, it'll change all 4 of these sides at the same time. So if I nudge up the left one here to 2 millimeters, let's say, you'll see that the text has now moved away from the edges. Obviously, some of the text has dropped off the bottom here. So if I double click on this node at the bottom, it'll snap it back up to being 2 millimeters away from the bottom of the text. But because we've got some text not showing, if I click and drag down, you'll see I can change it so that we've got all of the text now showing, and then just rearrange the box to fit the space that we want. And there you have a text frame in a white box with a black border to create a perfect caption for your photo.